I think the nicest thing about this whole YouTube thing is that I don't have to worry about getting completely dressed. I can just do from here up. That's it. I don't have to wear shoes. Yeah, that's good. Show the whole internet your feet. That sounds like a really great way to sustain your viewership. Good. Anyway, hi guys! So I'm here in my room again to do a little bit of a review and a thank you for subscribing. You are wonderful people, and yeah, that's that. As you may have guessed by the title, I'm reviewing, wow, how do you say this? Okay, I'm not saying this correctly at all, but Haruki Murakami, close maybe? I'm reviewing his book Norwegian Wood, which is, yes, the title of a Beatles song. Yes, that does have significance in the book. The artwork for his books is always rather interesting. And I'm also reviewing his huge work, 1Q84. Apologies ahead of time, I will be calling it IQ84 because I misread this title the first time I saw it, so sorry. I have to take notes because I am a studious book nerd. No, that's my to-do list. My to-do list is longer than my book review. I think that's bad. So Norwegian Wood is a Japanese novel written by the Japanese author Haruki Murakami. It was originally published in 1987 in 2 volumes, which is surprising because it's kind of tiny. And it is Murakami's one simple book, I think. It is his only romance novel. However, I beg to differ that it is just a romance novel and that it is simple. So our main character's name is Toru, and it starts with a flashback of him when he's walking in sort of this grassy, meadowy place with the girl that he loves. Her name is Japanese, it's noaaw? Nako? Sorry, I don't speak Japanese. Anyway, they're walking together in the woods. Within the first couple of pages you find out that he is helplessly in love with her, but she is not in love with him, which is interesting since this is supposed to be a romance novel, right? Alright, so Toru and Nako originally met when in high school when they shared the same mutual best friend slash her boyfriend, Kazuki. I'm terrible at these names, I apologize. When he committed suicide at the age of 18, Naku and Toru ceased any communication as they hadn't really been that great of friends before. They were really only united with their love, their mutual love of Kazuki. So years pass, he's in college, she's in college, different colleges though. They literally run into each other and then a relationship begins to form between the two of them. However, it is certainly not typical. The plot's very hard to explain without spoilers. The events in this book do not occur because they make a nice story, they occur because it's much how reality occurs to us, which is tumultuous, violent, and sad sometimes, but not to cast a dark light on this book. It is it's kind of like walking through a spring rain. You can feel it and it's hitting you, but it is surprisingly refreshing at the same time. I don't know if that metaphor worked or not. I guess you'll let me know if it did or not. It's a really great story. I would definitely rate it like a 4.21392 out of 5 stars. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Murakami. I really like IQ84 better, but it's definitely very good. I think it would probably be good to start with. His writing isn't just like you're reading a story and you are seeing these experiences from the outside. He basically picks you up, plops you right down into the story. You're literally in that year, you're in their minds, you're experiencing what they're experiencing. It's the most beautiful, dreamlike, ensnaring writing style ever, and that actually crosses over to all of his works, not just this book. It doesn't even matter what he's writing about, like, I will read it. Alright, so here is the behemoth IQ84. It is a 3-volume, jeez, please don't drop me, it is a 3-volume set. The book opens with one of our narrators, Aomame, sitting in a taxi cab listening to this song, and suddenly the story takes a very different turn. I don't want to spoil anything because I swear every like 10 pages is a plot twist in these books, which is saying a lot if they're over 1,000 pages long. And then we meet our second narrator, Tango, who is a young-ish author-to-be, but teacher by day. He writes at night or after work. He's kind of waiting for his breakthrough, and phone. Don't you know that I'm struggling enough to do this already? Jeez. Through various events, Tango and Aomame are thrown together in this weird plot involving a young girl who won a short story contest with her work about the little people. It's kind of like a fairy tale at some points, and then it reads like reality, and it's crazy, and it references all these things like 1984, George Orwell's like 1984 novel. They are called IQ1Q84 for a reason. It has a lot of classical literature references like Proust, and the musical reference, the Sinfonietta, is there a lot. This work, in short, is a nightmare, it is a dream, it is captivating, weird, it is confusing, you can't stop reading it. It's very complex. It's hard to describe. Anyway, I thought it was great. It was unpredictable. It's really good. I read all 3 volumes in about a week. I would highly recommend them. I rate it a 4.7889 out of 5 stars, which is considerably higher than Norwegian Wood. Sorry. So that is what I wanted to say about Haruki Murakami. Again, the writing in IQ84 is the same as in Norwegian Wood, except it works, I think, better in these books because these books are really bizarre and dreamlike anyway, just the plot is. So his writing style that's very dreamlike and immersive works really well when you're talking about like parallel worlds and fairy tales brought to life kind of thing. I know, right? Like now you have no idea what this book's about because it's like about everything. It's really hard to give you a plot summary, guys. It's really difficult. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I have a 15-page paper and a 10-page paper to write for tomorrow, plus finals next week. Oh God. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Bye.